everyone, welcome to the Lightbringers podcast. I'm your host, Jebro. Welcome to the stream. Oh god, I almost messed up. Almost. I'm too
really
tired.
Thought you forgot your name for a second. I thought you were just like, I am.
I'm just. Yeah. I am. I didn't.
I'm about to say my actual name and then my social security number.
Jonathan O'Reilly. It's not Boots' name.
That's my name.
Yeah, Jonathan O'Reilly is Boots'
I
name.
don't actually know your name. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. I mean, you can tell us, but like, don't tell the stream, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, whisper it right now so nobody except for us hears
Yes.
it.
It's Boots. Okay.
Wait, by the way, I got to look at our stream. Hold on, I'm not there yet. Are we live? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, we're live because Jebro did his intro.
Great.
Yeah. We're here right now.
Podcast, episode 11 of season 3. Because we started a new season with the things. Because we did the expansion.
With the expansion?
Yeah.
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 We did have the start of that.
We did.
Pretty wild that we will be coming up on the end of it at the start of next year, and a new one that we're gonna have to put
the beginning of this next year. I thought it was 2 more.
Well, the first half of this. No, they're releasing a new expansion or starting a new expansion every year, right?
Yeah. But like, we got 2 more patches, don't we?
We have 2 more.
Oh, I just mean in the first half of the year.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
be wrapping up this expansion and then starting a new one, which is wild to think about.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's gonna be some end of summer, probably, right? I guess.
I would guess probably about the same time as Soto came out.
There's
That's
one
my
in this
assumption.
early spring, right? And then one more patch early summer, and then last one. The next expansion should be September-ish.
That is kind of wild. And we're gonna be talking more about that in our year of review. We're gonna go to Berkshire.
Yeah, bro. Okay, wait. Let's reset.
Jebro,
Okay.
Wow.
Deep
Clear
breath.
your head.
Gonna reset right
Holy
from the
moly.
get-go. Your name is Jebro.
I am
This is the
Jebro.
Lightbringers podcast.
It is the Lightbringers podcast for Guild Wars 7. 2.
2.
We've got to go. 3 comes after 2. But yes, it's been a long week. I'm tired. We had I had a really restful week. It's been a good week. And then this morning at like 7 a.m. they were like drilling right next to my head. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I just didn't get back to sleep. So I just had a really rough night, which was annoying.
Wait, there was
Okay.
drooling? What was next to your head?
Drilling.
Drilling. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, so
tired.
Krisha wasn't drooling right next to your head.
No, she sits on my bed
Your cat.
now.
Your cat's really drooly at night? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Don't know if you
Yeah.
can see her. You can't.
Does
because
she
mixes
snuggle you?
She mixes into the background.
You could
so
see.
much.
You could see Poutine over here.
Is it
You
your dog?
can. Is you
He's
cute.
he's under my name over there.
She does that. She does. She does come onto the bed. That's true. Guild Wars 7. Yeah, I know. Hello, champions. I hope you're good.
Oh, I'm so sorry though. Before we really get into the podcast, I do have to bring it up live that it was both Jebro and Boots' birthday
That's right.
in the course of the last week since we had the podcast. So
Yeah. I had a good one.
happy birthday!
Thank you. I had a sushi dinner. It was very good.
I had burgers, which were not that great, actually.
Oh,
But I know
no.
not to eat
Sounds
that.
like a lovely
I
birthday.
had to, it was really restful, honestly. But it was just like a day of I think when you can create content, as you both know. I mean, I know Boots sometimes isn't as hardcore. I know,
Hey.
like all the time, because you're busy. You've got loads of stuff going on. Like,
Sure, yeah,
recruiters
sure, yeah.
doing it as a
Yeah.
full-time thing. I'm working elsewhere, so I'm not doing it every day. But like you feel the guilt of not doing it every day at the very least. And when you post something on social
I
media,
feel no
you're
guilt.
still. Well, then there you go. That's what I'm talking about, I guess. But anyway, like I do anyway. It might be ADHD. Guilt,
I
I'm not
used to
sure.
feel the guilt when I was doing the Minecraft with my girlfriend back in the day.
Yeah.
I did
But
because I had
eventually-
like a real fan base back then, a rabid fan base
You
of
don't have
10-year-olds.
a real fan base now.
Tenure.
Oh my
I've
god!
got like I got
7
like
people?
100 people who regularly enjoy my stuff. now.
So that's more than the vast majority of people out there that have like a fan base. And also, as somebody who is the leader of the Boots Regional Fan Club NA, I would just like to say that we're all real Boots fans. So
thanks. Yeah. But I'm telling you though, back when I was in Minecraft with my girlfriend, it was like it was a legion of rabid 10-year-olds who just love this stuff.
I mean, that's great though.
I loved it.
Jesus, I'm scared. This sounds like a horrific thing to witness.
A legion of 10-year-olds?
I swore once in a video by accident, and then I got a message from one of the fans saying, "My mom says I can't watch you anymore."
I remember you telling me that ages ago. Oh no, devastation. Boots after night. After night? After dark? After night?
Boots after the night.
Boots at night.
That's right.
Okay, so it's Wintersday as well. We just had the patch this week. We had Dungeon Rush. We're going to talk a little bit about that. A massive amount, because this kind of is what it is. And also we're going to just talk about what we do gaming-wise around this time of year, because there are all of the things that come out with seasons of winter / holiday / Christmas / however you celebrate, whatever. And there's skins galore. You have to farm for things, there's achievements, you have to log in, you have to play the game. It's terrible because there's so many, and I'm like, I just need that hat. I need that hat in the 17 games I'm playing right now. So there's like, for me, there's Deep Rock Galactic. I've actually started playing Battlefield 2042 because I used to love those games back in the day, and it's just fun because I don't care about it. Like, so I just run in and just like kill people randomly and then back out. There's Predecessor, which is a MOBA, which you can get like a free skin there. There's New World, where you can get Christmas skins, and I'm like, I'm never gonna use them. Never. But I have to get them. Like, I just have to. Do you guys have the same kind of thing? Or no?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you do that as well in like other games?
From holiday events and games?
Yeah. Do you do that like obsessively as all like me, or am I just like that person?
I think that's just it's not just you, because I know that is something that a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But no, I do not. I've let things pass by quite a bit in this game, and in other games as well. I do things when I want to do them rather than as a compulsion.
I think I get a bit of a FOMO kind of feeling quite a lot sometimes. Sure. I often get that.
Yeah. I think it depends. Like, I'll go out of my way to get something if I like it.
Yes.
But I no longer feel the compulsion to just get anything, whatever the thing is, and do all the stuff. Like, that definitely used to be something when I started out in MMOs, where, you know, I'd be like, oh, I've got to do this, or I've got to get it on every single character, because in games like 14, they're not as nice as games like Guild Wars 2, and you have to get the seasonal reward on every single character you want to have that reward on, or you have to buy it next year for real money.
Guild Wars 2, I feel like Guild Wars 2, when it first started out, was like that though, and I feel like at least we didn't know whether or not it was going to be for sure like that for the rest of its experience. Because I think in the first year of Guild Wars 2, and maybe even the second year, I was like that, and I did try to get everything because you never knew whether or not stuff would be coming back.
That's true.
I think it evolved over the years, Guild Wars 2, to be more about not trying to give people FOMO. And
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because you can get that every single time. You can go to the vendor and like get like the previous year's stuff sometimes.
Exactly. And like they just added new stuff in this year, right? We were talking about the shoulder piece before we even went live today with the new collection. You can get a really cool new shoulder piece in game, which is great to see them like add more stuff. And I honestly really like how Guild Wars 2 does it, especially because some of the holidays do have like bigger things that you can work towards over multiple holidays, like the Winter Infusion or the other stuff that, you know, kind of comes from them, so that it's not just, you know, oh, I did whatever one dumb token thing they wanted me to do, and then I get whatever little thing they decided to give me. Like, you can work on it larger scale if you want, and you can like build up what you've been working on each year. You can go really hard or you can not touch it at all. So for me, it kind of depends. I feel bad because I tend to miss most holidays in games anymore, just because I'm doing other stuff, and unless the reward is really good, I'm not going out of my way to do that. I'm just playing whatever I feel like I want to play, as opposed to just the holiday events. But
right, so like that's why this holiday, all I did, and all I'm probably gonna do for the rest of the holiday, is I did the adventure and recorded it and put it out, and I am done. And because you only have, I don't want to have to wait another year to do the adventure.
That's true.
And now it's done, and now I don't have to worry. I could go back to Montreal for the holidays and not have to do anything. I'm free and clear. I'm all set. I'm happy now.
Okay, so you did the adventures, the boots, and the.
Speaking of which, if the race starts at all while we're doing this, we should do it, but we should do it on foot, because I believe there's an achievement to do the race entirely on foot.
There was, every year there is one, I believe.
But you can, well, maybe it's a different achievement. You can go up to a guy, and
you can do
there's a guy,
magic,
and you can do a race on foot. I don't know if it's the same one, but it counts for the shoulder. Yeah. And you like
do it either way.
You can initiate it even if the actual race isn't on.
Okay, let's the three of us come here right now. Let's do this on foot while talking.
Sure. Oh wow, look at this guy.
Over here.
That's good. Look at this little one. That looks cool. Oh, I love
the tiniest Santa Claus.
Little hat on. Oh, that look cool. Okay, pardon me. Where is it? Where's the person?
Squirrel over here.
Squirrel. Wow, you're not even wearing a Christmas outfit. I am.
I'm an elf. I'm an elf.
You're an elf?
Yeah. See the green cape? The green cape.
I'm an ice spirit.
A little hat on. I've even got my little wrapped hammer here.
Yeah, it's almost as if you knew that this episode was going to be a Wintersday episode and prepared, and we didn't.
Well, I mean, I put an outfit on.
I like the outfit. The outfit's cute, Jebro. I like that you really went for it. You're bringing that festive spirit.
I always do it at Christmas.
Let's take a look. Let's see.
Yeah, do I have an outfit for this?
No,
I do not.
What was the one I have? It is...
there, perfect.
What it's called, actually. It's the fancy winter outfit.
Oh, you look cool.
There we go. Now I really am an ice spirit. What now?
Oh, that is cool. That is very Christmassy.
What is that? What outfit is that?
Yours is a Halloween outfit, Boots.
What are you talking about?
What the
This is the Winter Monarch outfit.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I also have an infusion. I have that infusion that comes from the Wizard's Vault on underneath it, which actually makes it look extra cool.
That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, that I actually really like the that infusion. That's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's very good.
We are gathered here today to do.
Okay, we're going for
going for speed.
Wait, do we have to walk or?
Yeah, you got you gotta be on foot.
Just on foot. Oh, okay.
Just on foot.
Yeah, and don't accidentally glide because it's up in the air of whether or not.
Are we using swiftness or speed or?
Well, you have leader that when you're in a town you have automatic swiftness.
But super speed goes a little bit faster, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
I did have somebody come provide me a speed boost while I was live on stream, so I don't know. I don't know how much it stacked or not, but it seemed to help.
Okay, 3.
Ready?
2, 1.
Go. Let's go. Oh my God! I got it. Hey, what are you doing?
Cheating!
Wait, are you allowed to teleport and stuff?
Yeah, I used it when I was doing it, and it was fine.
Oh, what? I'm never gonna get there.
You can do it! Move those tiny little legs!
I'm just an engineer. Super speed doesn't actually make you faster. Well, because you're already going fast.
Well,
actually, engineer doesn't have any speed boost other than the swiftness, and that doesn't have any ports. It's okay.
Have you looked at the new skins? Because I know there's 3 new skins, right? With
I just showed the shoulder piece off.
How are they? Are they nice?
Yeah, shoulder piece looks cool. Yeah, It looks like, I think it's the one on the outfit I currently have, actually.
I don't know. Is there more than the shoulder piece that was added? Because I've only seen the shoulder piece. It's like 3 different, but I mean, it's the same. It's the same model, but it's for each weight of.
Oh yeah, I can switch to mech. That's true, and use the teleport. Wow, that's true.
Wow.
I just completely forgot about my entire.
I thought you were an engineer master. What's going on? And you're not in combat, so you could switch your skills right now if you want to.
You could.
But then I will switch. Wait, will it switch my outfit though? Do I even have mech? Oh, I do. I do.
Oh my gosh, Boots, you're so speedy. I can immediately see the skill gap between us. You've practiced adventure so much.
Oh wait,
but I didn't know you could teleport, and I just happened to be on a thief with all my teleport skills as the utility skills.
Wow, rude. That's fair. Okay, yes, we can have a look after this. There is the aura or whatever it is I think you can get, which is just always there, and there's just like a lot of just a lot of effort, which I'll probably just, it took me 10 years to get it, so it's fine. But I think there's normally the weapon skins, they just have different versions of wrapping every year sometimes. So there's probably that. I don't know, actually. I think I normally do it for the achievement points mostly.
What is your favorite thing about Wintersday?
I like the snowball fight thing is pretty cool. The PvP one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Snowball fight is good.
Yeah.
I mean, the mini game is hardcore. You got to be like ready. You got to buckle in for it if you're gonna go to Belltown. So that one's fun.
I like the fact that all the orphans come out, and you get to see how many orphans there are in town.
What?
I use my glider whips.
This is like my favorite part of the holiday, or how many orphan children there are.
And it really reminds you of like the hardships of the town.
Yeah, it reminds you of the hardships that Tyria has faced. All these sad parentless children.
How Jenna is like, apparently like, I don't know, what's creating all these orphans, do you know?
Probably, I don't know, the massive calamities and draconic disturbance.
What causes homelessness? Oh my good lord.
What causes children to lose their parents?
I'm pretty sure it's the same in video games as it is in real life, but just guessing.
I'm so sorry, Boots. I feel like I'm really heckling you. I'm so sorry. No, please.
That was deserved heckling, though. That was fully deserved.
It was fairly deserved. Fine. Okay, so we're not talking about orphans today. I understand. Touchy subject for Bruce Banner. Wait, Bruce Wayne.
For Bruce Banner? What?
Bruce Banner also doesn't like orphans. Nobody talks about it. But...
It's really awkward. It's for like really weird reasons.
Yeah.
Everybody likes
to
make him mad.
A very odd place right now. I'm not sure how we got from orphans to Bruce Banner.
Oh my gosh. No, I like. Okay, so I've never done the orphan thing. I need to at some point. I've never done that. I've never gone around.
Done the orphan thing.
No, I've never done the orphan thing. But I've done the jump puzzle stuff, and that's always fun. I enjoy the strike mission, kind of pseudo strike mission that they put in that one year. That was kind of our precursor.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I like about all of the Guild Wars 2 holidays is the fact that there's so much stuff that you can do. There's a lot of little mini games. They're adding things frequently, whether it's a new reward or it's a new little mini game that's been sort of dropped into the mix or things like that. I think it can be a little bit overwhelming-ish for new players, like as you come in, because it's a little tough to tell sometimes. Like I was guiding somebody in the other day who had never been in here before, and I was trying to explain to them like which gate they needed to take for what thing, where it was, what that was, like, and so it was a little bit overwhelming for them, I think. But there's still so much that you can do, and the rewards, like I said, it's fun that you can work towards stuff. You can work on that aura if you want, or you can just pick up whatever rewards that year. So I think the snowball fight is a lot of fun when you've got your group. I think the little strike mission is a good time. The jump puzzle is miserable but in a fun way.
It's so good. Come on.
Oh, let's go do it.
No. I mean miserable in the sense that jump puzzles are miserable. Like is that like you gotta reset and do it 1,000 times, but it's fun. I like it.
Is it just me, or is there something weird with the snowball piles this year?
That it seems like they're kind of hovering.
Yeah, they're all in the air.
Oh.
Did they put less snow down or something this year, or what's going on here?
The snowball piles. I think they just.
Come to where I am,
they're
and there's,
normally
like-
on like another bit of snow. Actually, over there, that was it.
I do think that we have to do the jumping puzzle this year, don't we? Together right now.
We can do that now.
Okay, let's do it.
And then we can try and get maybe some peeps in chat to do the strike of us if they would like to.
Where is
it
the
Toy
snowball
Apocalypse?
pile?
No, it's
I
not.
mean, the snowball pile. Where is the jumping puzzle again?
Oh, whoops! I went to the wrong thing. Don't
Oh,
come in
the
here.
puzzle is so if you're coming like up the stairs from that main waypoint, like or like down the stairs onto the area, you go left, and then you like hook around the like statue stuff, and it's the peppermint stairs leading up next to the big snowman.
Winter Wonderland.
I like how you described that.
That's my best.
I'm just gonna go and follow
Map.
someone else through the thing.
I'm standing near it.
Excellent. Well done.
Oh, I found it. I'm in it.
Welcome.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
I would
in?
say that besides seeing how numerous the orphans are in Divinity's Reach, I like the jumping puzzle best in Winter's Day.
I do like jump puzzles as well. I like those. Plus, it's easy rewards as long as you don't suck at it.
That's the big as long as.
Yeah. That's the biggest. we go
is, I don't
for
know
the
if
thing
we'll-
this way.
I don't know if we'll for sure be in the same instance of the jumping puzzle if we join.
True.
I think you usually get put in. We can see because you can look on the
Okay.
left, right?
Yeah, where?
I don't think we are.
I don't see you guys.
Oh yeah, I don't think we are.
Let's party up. Let's go back out. Wait, we are
did
partying.
party
We
up.
are partied. Yeah.
Okay, let's
That's
go.
weird.
We can go. Let's go out.
We can try
again.
leaving and coming back
we can
in.
Go,
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
go in together, like, and do a countdown.
You would think that there would be a good way to be in the same instance of this.
No. Oh god. I see Divinity's Reach. The bareness, the bare bones. I saw no ground and just pillars.
Yeah, that is another
Maybe
thing
it has
about
loaded in.
this year. The loading in is a lot slower than.
There is. Yeah, the
usual.
loading screens are weird. They're really
Do
slow.
you think it's because there's more people like trying to do it?
I think it's 'cause the
Probably.
game is really old.
I think there's something wrong with this instance of it this year for some reason. I don't know why.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
I'm standing at the entrance.
Oh, I went in. Hold on, I'm coming back out.
Oh, okay.
No, I went in also.
Wow, I thought we were gonna do a countdown and going together, people. That was the
Oh,
idea.
okay. Okay, I'm coming back out. I'm coming back out. I have to load again. By the way, speaking of loading screens, you know what has happened
What?
with
Bob.
some of the adventures I've done?
What?
It's convinced me I need a faster computer because sometimes I need to get through loading screens fast enough for
Have you got an
me to get
SSD?
into. I have an SSD, but no, the computer has to be faster.
Let's
It's
do
like-
let's do this. Let's do the countdown. You can tell us about your
Okay.
computer. Okay,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Go.
Yes. Oh, I went through the door.
It didn't
What?
activate. What the?
We just
Oh,
went
you
through
just,
the door.
Fell through it. Weird.
Yeah.
Now I'm
I
in.
see in the chat a suggestion that possibly the DX11 like shift might have something might be a little bit off or
Oh.
something with the holiday itself and whatever
Maybe.
stuff that they had for that. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's possible. I mean, there
Wait,
have
are you
been
Estrella?
upgrades and-
No.
Is this
No.
Estrella you?
Oh
Okay.
wait, no, you can do. I'm gonna go to your friends list.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
to
join
friends list, and I'm-
instance. Oh.
Join friend in PvP.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There we go. We did it. We're so smart.
Fancy bots.
Look at us go.
Oh wait, where are you? Where are you? I don't know where you are.
I'm the small one.
Join friend in PvP.
I see you over there. Are you doing the
Hold
easy one? Is that the easy one? Or the
I
hard one?
forget which one the easy one is.
Is it left or right? I can't remember. I'm just gonna
Where'd
go in
you
the
go?
middle.
Easy one is right. Easy one is
Where'd
right.
you go?
Uh-huh.
Hardest one is left.
Where'd you go?
Ooh,
Okay,
ooh.
I joined you, Boots, but
I thought I saw you both running.
So it doesn't work actually. The joining of PvP.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't seem like
Oh,
it
maybe
did.
because the instance is full.
Hey, Cruz,
you
what, are you,
know,
what are you doing
I
in chat and not in
Griff,
us
what
here?
the
Oh,
hell?
thank you, Crew. What the hell? Where you at?
Wait. Who's in an instance which is like fairly empty? Is anyone in one then?
I used to be, but then I left it to try to join you guys.
Oh
yeah,
no.
I'm just in. There's a good amount of people, it looks like, on mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to join on Jebro again.
Yeah, I might have some space. I see you coming in. I've got some spots.
Okay.
There's Boots.
Oh, I see you now.
Okay, I'm joining in PvP.
Oh,
Mrs.
no.
Gal. Oh no, one person left, so you might have a spot now.
I'm in one that's pretty empty right now.
That's not the right one.
Let's join you then. If you're in one that's
let's
pretty
join
empty.
you. Let's join you. Don't move. Don't move, Rook.
I'm not.
No, not set nickname. Jesus. You're already in the selected game. What?
No, that didn't work.
Oh no, wait. Here we go.
There, Jebro's in now.
Okay, you gotta try again.
Okay, we're just teaching people how to do it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
This is us just providing, tutorial on how to join your friends for the Wintersday jump puzzles.
Third time's a
It's
charm.
a bit of a ball.
Third time's nope, didn't work.
No,
Fourth time's a charm.
run.
We got
Come
spots.
on.
Still got
Fourth
spots.
time. Let's do this. I think it's just random. It's literally just random. Okay, no, fifth time's a charm, maybe.
No, you should be. I got in.
I've found 4 different rooms now that I've done it, but I haven't found you guys yet.
Oh, are you trying to join in on join PvP style?
Yeah.
PvP style.
I'm trying to say join friend in PvP when I right click on the
Okay.
name.
Yeah, Jebro made it in. We still have spots.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's weird. Yeah, it would be nice if there was a way to group a
Not
little bit more
be
directly
broken.
for this. It's funny because I didn't have this problem at all when I was streaming it earlier this week. People literally just came in and we just did the jump puzzle together. So, but I see in chat that even some folks were talking about how they weren't able to get in with friends and they were trying to sort of deal. So yeah, it'd be nice if you were grouped, if you were able to kind of secure a way to get in all at once. But
Prioritized it. Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't
not
find you
anymore.
yet, but I did find. Oh,
Oh,
there
yeah,
you
you
are!
are.
Gotcha. Woo, 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 woo.
Okay.
In the last one I was
Which
in,
one
there
are we
was
doing?
someone called Rook Lightfoot, and I was like, oh no.
I wish that it had been me, undercover, sneaky secrets.
Yeah.
Sneaky
wasn't.
secrets.
Sneaky secrets. Incognito. Oh.
Uh-oh. What happened? What
Now we know
happened?
you're disappointed, voice.
What happened is that I'm bad at jump puzzles. I'm very bad at them. So,
That's a shame.
that's one thing that we could do in a future episode, Jebro. We could all try to do Chalice of Tears together.
Oh, dude.
We ain't got enough time for that. Ain't nobody got
Or
time for
epic.
We can do the easier one.
I did hear this year though that Loranity did do the Nightmare Tower with a Wiimote
Oh yeah, I
controller.
watched that.
Oh,
yeah.
that too, yeah. Last
That's
year, was it last year that she did it backwards?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's one way to add some extra spice. If you're looking to kind of shake up some of the Wintersday activities. Yeah, just figure out how to make it so that you can play the game using a Wiimote and then do the whole jump puzzle with that. Do it all backwards or...
Yeah. That's true.
Here's a question. I mean, would either of you like to see them add anything in particular to Winter's Day or the other holidays? Would you like to see them at some point reset all of the games and introduce a small new subsect of games, or rotate out different sets of games each year? Or do you like our kind of standards that we have? Anything you think would be fun to add into the mix for the holidays?
Well, I mean, if they could continuously add new adventures or new interesting things, that would be great. It is I like what they have already, but it's been 11 years, 10
Yeah.
years. So things doing it for the 11th time, it's a little old, I guess, sometimes. So
All it is, it's just filler content for them, isn't it? The events, they don't really have to do much else. They just add skins to it, and obviously they've got to adjust it and whatnot. But it's just easy content for them to put it. I don't think personally, I don't have many expectations of it being anything other than what it is. It's like Christmas.
There's that
It's like
interesting
Christmas
time
anyway,
during-
right? Like Christmas is the same pretty much every year anyway, right? Like it might be in different places with different people, but there's the same thing. I don't know. Maybe they could add they've kind of added over the years. Like the strike was new, but that's still quite old now.
For Halloween, they added some extra storyline, which was interesting.
They did, yeah.
They could do that. That could be a good idea, maybe.
I would like to know what's going on with Ticks and Talks,
Yeah, I think a while back we had a bit of a discussion, right, about particularly was it Festival of the Four Winds and whether or not with Cantha being accessible to us now, like whether or not that was going to be something where we would see Four Winds like in Cantha or New Year, like the New Year celebrations in Cantha. And so I think it's kind of interesting, like as the world expands, there are different holidays that maybe would open up in those different regions or different ways that people would celebrate or, I mean, obviously Dragon Bash is interesting and the connotation of like, well, now that the dragons are gone, like what do we do with that? So I wouldn't mind if they wanted to expand that out or even do some like regional stories for different holidays.
Yeah.
I guess
And
it
is
is.
Winter's Day a strictly human thing? But it
like
can't be,
it
right?
is.
Because Ticks and Talks is Asura.
I don't think so. I think it's just that. Good lord, I'm chilled. No.
It only happens in Divinity's Reach, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you gather and then you go into this place, right, and do all the things.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
So I don't know. I don't actually know. Oh, I did the hard one. That's cool.
Which
I
one's the
guess
hard
it-
one?
Oh gosh.
Left.
Okay, I'll do
I
that
guess it
one.
doesn't really matter in the long run because, I mean, like everybody is saying, it's just kind of like a thing to do or a little time filler. And so, like, reusing it and reusing what's in there, I guess it's kind of evergreen in those ways, right? That, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there will always be new players who are experiencing it for the first time. And it's always something that you can just kind of throw up in the mix of your content cycle that exists.
Yes.
That like is ready to go and low effort on your part, but that gives people a little bit of something extra that they can do in the game. But
Yeah,
I do
and as
feel
long
like
as
okay.
well, yeah, as long as they keep adding like just those extra skins that you could earn and different achievements that they could do, then that's probably enough. And the fact that it is Winter's Day, which means it is the Christmas holidays, the holidays in general, where people are off, and especially devs are off for a good portion of it.
Oh yeah.
It is nice that they have this thing to put up that is, pretty reliable. It's probably isn't going to have any bugs when they put it up, so they don't have to worry too much and can go on holiday and leave it up for a little while.
That's true. I think that's a good point. I mean, overall, it does just kind of give a little something extra and a little something that people can earn something from or celebrate. And yeah, the devs a little bit of a break. I think it's interesting because I feel like I liked the idea of seasonal events when I started MMOs, but I feel like in recent years, I just don't, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. I just don't care about the holiday events. Maybe it's because I've just been playing for a while and like, you get to the point where you're like, yes, I've seen how these run in different games, but it's also interesting because in 14, for example, right? Technically, you have a different event every year. And at first that was really novel to me because they do some kind of different little quest. They may have a different little mini game. It has its own little story and then you get a reward. It might have unique mechanics specific to that holiday. And I thought at first, like, oh, maybe this is something that would keep me interested as opposed to other games that reuse the same stuff over and over. But I still found that, like, even so, there's a sense of reusing in that, even with their kind of plots, where it's like, okay, it's usually just a rehash of pretty much the exact same story. And maybe it has a little bit of variation. In some years, they do add something that's, like, really fun or unique or interesting. And, like, that's always enjoyable. But I think at this point, mostly for the holidays, I would almost rather have, I mean, I guess Winter's Day is technically that, but I would almost rather have holidays, celebrations, or festivals that are like unique to the world and its lore, and or that play some kind of role in the story or world lore, or even just our cultural understanding of different zones, as opposed to like real world kind of holiday celebrations. But
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it can be very same, but like in other games, I think I jumped into Battlefield 2042, which is a completely different. It's online experience, but completely different. But then they've added they add new game modes for the season specifically, and it's not, as far as I know, it's not the same as the one they have last year. And you can get specific skins, but the mode is different. So like you go in and you play like hardcore, whatever, like, you know, 1-shot, 2-shot things, and it's just a new mode, and then it goes away, and then like, you know, so it's just the same game, but like it's different as like competitive game, right? I'm trying to think. New World does the same thing. ESO always does the same thing, and it's just really dull and boring. And I'm just like, their events are just not good for seasons. I'm sorry, they're just not. They never really have been. Once you've got the skins after a year, it's just done. You're just done with it, really. And then they add like event tickets, and you can get another mount that looks a tiny bit different, and it becomes the FOMO times. And I don't like that as much. Guild Wars, when events are like this, oh crap. When
events are like this, oh crap.
When the events are like, when you can get like a relatively decent reward without too much effort, that's cool. But then you can also do more by like getting achievement points. I like that as well, because I can just get more, like the overarching kind of goal of getting achievement points in Guild Wars 2, so you can get like gems or gold or skins. I always like that. So that's always the extra one for me, where I'm like, oh yeah, I know I need to do this year, and I can get the new Hellfire skin. I got leggings the other day, you know.
It's a thin line that you kind of have to tightrope walk, because the holidays, you gotta think that you want to give people content to play, because they're gonna be on holidays, so they're gonna want to have stuff to do. They're gonna want to be able to, but at the same time, you don't want to give them stuff that they have to do because they're on holiday. They want to be able to be with their family if they want to be with their family, and not be like, no, I gotta get this stuff or else FOMO. So yeah. I think Guild Wars 2 walks that line. I think they do a good job.
I would agree. I think out of all of the seasonal events, I do find Guild Wars 2's to be the most fun. Like, there's most variation of things that you can do. There are interesting achievements. There are collections and unique rewards that you can work towards. And I do really appreciate all of that, because I don't think as many other games go that far. And like you were both saying, though, that idea of not having as much FOMO, where it's like, if I don't do it this one year, I don't get the thing. Or if I can't participate, or, you know, I'm spending the holidays with my family, or like I'm enjoying the holiday itself, it doesn't feel as bad, or like you are, you know, missing out on the one thing that one year and having to make that choice. So I think Guild Wars 2 handles it the best. And as we were actually going through this, JP, I was just thinking about one element with seasonal activities too that I don't know if we've talked about in the past when we've talked about seasonal activities, which is just environmental shift. I really like when MMOs actually have some kind of shifting of the seasons that correlates like with the holidays. So like we get the, you know, the snow effect and stuff in, you know, Divinity's Reach and things like that. I would almost like to see more MMOs even lean further into that, I think, where even outside of just having something like a, I don't know, like a distinct holiday where for 2 weeks it snows. I would love to actually see
the shifting seasons.
Yeah, like have it become winter and like have that kind of set the stage, and you know, maybe that weather and that winter effect isn't the same in every single area, because like, you know, obviously regional temperatures and differences are a thing. But like to actually have a sense of that in games would be fun, and then have it lead to something like the holiday in that season can also be, I don't know, kind of a cool way to experience the game. I'm sure some people wouldn't like it, but I think the ambiance of the holidays are one of my favorite things too, and it would have to be less gimmicky maybe. Like I don't know if I'd want everything covered in pumpkins and spooky ghosts for like, but you know, like the idea of fall. Like,
I'm trying to think.
I like that.
I feel like that reminds me of I think there's been a game that does kind of like that. It wasn't an MMO. I'm trying to remember what it was. Doesn't like the Pokemon games for the DS, depending on your season, have things in winter, fall, or
It might.
Yeah.
Oh, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing 2, I think. Yeah.
Animal Crossing
Stardew
does
Valley, I think, has different seasons. Yeah, where you.
So
can
Nintendo does a good job.
Yeah.
Well, Stardew Valley, I think, is the seasons of the, like you go through a calendar.
Yeah.
So it's not the actual seasons of where you are in life. It's
Oh, it's just seasons in the game. Yeah.
in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, no, in Animal Crossing, I'm pretty sure they do. I haven't played it
so,
around
and
Christmas though.
And I think the Pokemon games on the DS used to, depending on if it's winter, fall, spring, or summer, have different in-game seasons.
I like that.
It would be great if it was an MMO.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, maybe you could toggle it off if you really hated it. I don't know. I think it would be cool though. I would like to see that because I do feel like that's one of the things about MMO worlds that can get a little stagnant. That especially if MMOs don't have day-night cycles, and if they don't have different like shifting weathers. I think most MMOs at this point have some kind of. Well, actually, I don't know if I would say that most MMOs have some kind of weather effect.
And what if you're cooking? Your cooking crafting was different based on the season too, because things are in season and things aren't in season.
That would be so fun. So many people would be so angry and would hate it so much, but I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting. Should we go into the secret lair of the snowman?
What if there's just a cooking MMO that's just cooking, and you have to forage for all the food and stuff, and it's different depending on the season?
That's
I think we just come up with a game, everybody.
I love this. We're gonna start a game studio, everybody. Here we go.
Can anyone make games? Because we need those people.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I actually love that. That got me thinking because today a new trailer came out for an anime that I have my eye on that I'm really excited about for next year, called Delicious in Dungeon or Dungeon Meshi. And it looks like it's gonna be great. Definitely watch it, everybody. Hopefully it will be great, and my endorsement will be well earned. But the whole kind of premise is that it's this group of adventurers who all come together to go through this incredibly dangerous dungeon, but with the twist that they want to like avoid starvation and stuff, but they end up recruiting a party member who is really big into the culinary possibilities of the dungeon. So the whole thing is like them going through and defeating different things and like harvesting different things from the dungeon and then cooking dishes that nobody has cooked before to see like, you know, are there any benefits to eating this? Are these good? Are these bad? Like what monsters can you use to sustain yourself as opposed to like having to bring provisions down? So I'm just saying it could totally be a thing for a game and an MMO. Or if games like even, you know, Guild Wars 2 were looking to expand what you could do as something like a crafting gathering fantasy, right? So far really 14 is the one that I think out of all the games I play has the most sort of content for crafters gatherers, in that like, you know, you have a rotation and you get new abilities and there's like specific type of story or questing content that you do around crafting and gathering.
New Worlds is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I don't know anything about New Worlds, Jeb. Maybe you could talk about that because I don't know anything about that.
It's not as it doesn't have like, I mean, it has some quest lines, but it's not. But like you get rewarded as you continue to like craft or gather as well. So you can be like a master, blah blah blah. You like level 7, and then you get like a purple box of different gear and whatever like stuff you need to craft. I don't know. It is pretty. It takes a long time to get your skill level up in crafting in New World. But crafting count, like things like playing music counts because you can give each other's buffs, like gathering buffs and stuff when you play music.
Oh, buffs. Okay, sorry.
So you can get buffs. Yeah.
I was paying attention, but only like slightly, and.
But it's like Guitar Hero or something.
And I heard you
can
give each other buffs.
Give your friends baths in like a totally platonic way.
I mean, you can
like,
have your own. There's housing, so
boost your morale, boost your teammates' morale, just sponge them down a little.
Well, that's what I'd like for Christmas. Oh wait, no, not that.
Which one of us?
I mean, actually, I would like
would you like to give you a bath?
Which Lightbringer would
you, my little sausage. What are you talking about?
Oh boy. I mean, that's how I do.
How dare you even question or ask? Rick's gone.
It's really good. Oh no, that brought me some real holiday joy. Thanks, you too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just updated their policies back, Root. Not to the.
My favorite part of the holidays is when Jebro and Boots take a bath together, and
I'm giving him a bath. I'm not taking a bath with him.
sorry.
what?
When Boots gives Jebro a bath, and somehow
very good
that's
sponge
less
bath.
great.
That's not dedication.
You know,
Roots.
Jebro's approaching the age where he's gonna need sponge baths. So
Jesus.
you know.
Oh yeah, I can tell it is.
Steady on. Actually,
Kroof
that's
says
a good
to go
excuse.
help out. Kroof's gonna grab the loofah. Although I have to say, Kroof,
Yeah,
this is a
let's
missed
do it.
opportunity. This is a missed opportunity to say Kroofa, and I just want to put that out there.
We'll have a Lightbringers bath session. There you go.
I mean, I won't lie. I do actually like we're talking like hot springs bath kind of style, or like, you know, big group, like heated spring bath. Like, yeah, hell yeah. I'd go to
I
a
love
hot
those
springs with
things.
all of you.
Hot springs are
Yeah.
great. I've been to one in New Zealand. Oh, lovely.
Okay.
So good, so good. Okay, let's bring it back to whatever we were
No.
talking about. What do you mean?
No,
No,
I like to talk about us all having a bath together.
all right. We kind of went for it. I'm gonna look at the other achievements. Oh, let me pull you back
Sure.
here. Okay.
What are we gonna do next?
Let me have a
What's our
look.
plan?
We could do the raid. We could do the public version. See if we'll get in. There are people here as well. We can invite. There's Root there. If anyone in game wants to join us, we could do
Hey, we'll do that
the
little spiky.
strikey.
What do I have to bring?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You can just do what you want.
Just a Kroofa.
A Krufa.
Krufa, okay.
Bring your Krufa. If anyone else in chat while live wants to join us as well, you're welcome to come and join us on NA if you would like
And
to.
anybody currently listening to the podcast on Spotify, you could join us right now as well.
You cannot.
Just hop in that.
Just
Go
FYI,
back in time.
my PC is apparently having some weird issues again where the thing's kind of stalling. So there may be a point in time where the footage goes off, but we'll still be talking and enjoying it as we go. But yeah, I can also put it in LFG. I like this strike. The strike's cool as well. I mean, that's probably the most. What's the most challenging thing to do in all of the events across Guild Wars 2 across the year? What's the most challenging event? Is it the clock tower, do you think?
It's kind of easy once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, but for like generally everyone.
For generally maybe the clock tower, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, the hard version of the clock tower. I can't think of anything else that I consider to be like, oh, that was so difficult, or there's like no way I would ever be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, some of the Griffin race in Four Winds is a little.
Oh, that is pretty difficult. Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
No, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, well, for you it is.
Adventure Master Boots over here.
Oh, the Doliac race, though.
Doliac race. That one is tough. That one's tough.
Oh yeah, that one's true.
The skiff race is also kind of tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you winning that now?
Which, the skiff race? Yeah, of course. I beat your past time. The time that you were in the front of the boat.
Here's a
It'd be
question.
easy. Solo.
Right.
I didn't even have to have anybody giving me the woos.
If that's the hardest, which holiday do you both think is the least developed of the holidays? Like, which one do you feel like
Or
has
least
the
favorite?
least amount of stuff to do? Well, no. Like,
I feel
Or
like
like-
Lunar
New
New Year. I feel like
I was
Lunar
gonna say too.
is like basically just open envelopes all the
Yeah.
entire day.
I never do that one. I never do it. I never touch it. I just never play
I
that
think
one.
'cause maybe the reason I feel that way is because I also never really do it.
I do the PvP event. Isn't the PvP the one with the events and stuff, or is that something else? Or is that Dragon
Dragon
Bash?
Ball?
Oh, no, that's Dragon Bash. That's Dragon Ball.
Dragon
Yeah.
Bash.
No, so I do Dragon Bash. Dragon Bash is one of the ones I do a lot. Lunar
Yeah, I feel like
Year.
New Year.
Yeah.
New Year is the one that kind of gets the short end of the stick, and I would like to see them actually add some more stuff to that. Some more activities and things. I feel like it's kind of a common theme in a lot of games that Lunar New Year like either because they're appealing more to the Western audience or because the two holidays kind of come back to back rapid fire.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of games don't do as much for Lunar New Year. And I would like to actually see some other activities added, especially like when you're just repeating the activities year after year for the most part and adding some things here or there. Like, why not take the opportunity to round that out a little bit more? Because I'd like to have a little more to do on that. I actually really like celebrating New Year, sometimes even more than I like celebrating Christmas. So.
That's
Is it
true.
because you get to get drunk and get kissed?
It's because of both of those things.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think it's just because New Year feels like it's such a big thing, right? Like turning over, like a fresh start, the new year. I like that, like you get food on all the holidays, but I feel like for New Year's, we always do hot pot for New Year's. And I love
that's fun.
like, yeah, I love all coming together and like having a big hot pot. Like to me, that just feels like it's so fun. You do it as a big group. It's delicious. It's tasty. It's cozy. You're like waiting the new year together, and then you get to like kick it all off and see what the year has in store. So I just
Do
personally
you do the spicy hot pot or you do the normal hot pot?
I like spicy hot pot. How about
Spicy
you?
hot pot can get intense though.
I know, but it's so good.
Yeah, it is good. I tried, like, I went to a hot pot place near me, and then they were like, so you probably want the normal hot pot and the other less spicy, not even less spicy than the normal hot pot. And we were like, no, let's give the spicy a chance. And like, are you sure? Okay, we'll put it in mild though. And I was like, no, put it at a medium at least, right? That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
But at that point, I feel like you can't back down, right?
can't
Because you
back
told them
down.
so many
We were being
times.
challenged.
Amazing. I don't remember this being a thing. Was this
Yeah,
always
you
a
follow
thing?
them around. It was a little pre-event. You
Hang on,
like.
I don't remember this bit though. Oh, maybe I just never paid attention to the.
I've got a dog
Just
on my lap,
very
so
lucky.
I will not be helpful.
Okay.
Oh,
So pretty much the same as usual then.
wow.
In conversation though, not in video.
Sorry,
You're gonna-
I was going for
you're gonna say
deadpan.
this?
I'm sorry.
You're gonna say this to the man that offered to give you a sponge bath?
No, he took it back. He took it back.
No, I was
He
giving you a
said
sponge bath. I'm not gonna
not
be
in the bath.
bath with
So
you.
I'm like, fine. All right.
I'm not gonna. This is reminiscent of the time that you guys asked if I was the big spoon or the little spoon. And in a bathtub, I don't know which one.
Oh, it changes in the bathtub.
You already need
Interesting.
a bathtub size for that to be a thing.
That's true.
You need a big old bath. Bath, sorry. Pardon me, from London. This is fun because this was the first strike as well, wasn't it? So they tested it out. They were like, "Ooh, will they like this?"
Right?
Yeah,
I think it was.
it was.
Like,
Yeah.
I think this predates the Iceberg Saga.
Saga, yeah.
content we got.
This came out, and then the next year, Iceberg Saga came out because they'd
My
done.
dog is also not letting me use one of my hands because he needs pets.
Oh no, I mean that makes sense.
So I am skill clicking.
It's all good.
This is the extra CM. This is the bonus CM version.
You get no extra pricing.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Look, there's a thing.
Oh, nice. Look at that. See that? Reflect. Oh, lovely. Also, I had some other questions. Let me go over here and look.
What was your other question?
I have
Yeah,
many,
what are the
I have
questions,
many
Jebro?
questions. Oh, so many questions.
Name two of them.
What's going on with my game? Being weird.
I've got the document. You want me to? Do you want me to?
Yeah,
ask the
you might
questions
have to.
now?
I can't look at
Or-
my other screen about the game going all weird. It might be
Okay.
mad.
Honestly, I am skill clicking like a master right now.
Good job.
This is
Let's-
It is a little bit tough to do area of effect spells, targeted area of effect spells with skill clicking, but you know, I'm
You're
making
doing
do.
great, Boots. You're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah, you hide size DPS in the raid. I got the DPS meter and everything.
Well, I am definitely giving everybody alacrity. So there.
Yeah, that's
there's
happening. That's important.
Good. I'm glad.
You asked in your document, Jebro,
Yeah.
do you often complete achievements in Wintersday?
I think we went over that.
Kind of answered
We did.
this. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. We did.
I'm doing it for the shoulder piece this year.
Yeah, that's right.
So that did incentivize me to want to do it. And otherwise I don't. No, otherwise I don't. I actually just found out this year. Well, I guess technically I already knew this, but it's wild to me how even this many years into the game, I still have to double check myself on achievements. I think it's because in a lot of the games that I've played, achievements weren't as much of a vehicle for, you know, like if you wanted to get bonus stuff, you'd do the side quest, you'd unlock whatever content, you'd run that content, as opposed to like achievements being the vehicle for a lot of side questing, optional rewards and things like that, like we see in Guild Wars 2. So like literally this year I had somebody remind me, Rook, when there's a festival on, you can literally go to your achievements panel and right there in festival, you can click on festival and it'll show you all the achievements for that festival. And like, I literally always forget this every single year. So like this year coming in and going, oh, hey, there's a new shoulder piece. Let's take a look at it. I had yet another like moment where I remembered, oh, right, I can actually go into my achievements, look at the festival specific achievements and see what kind of rewards there are. And I think maybe sometimes I don't know what it is about the holidays, but I just forget about that. And I forget about it in a lot of content in Guild Wars 2, where I have to constantly remind myself to look for the achievements. I think they did a better job in Soto, marking a lot of those achievement collections and kind of leading you to them with like the letters and the little dialogue options with characters. But
That's
yeah,
very true.
so I think I just forget about them a lot. And I forget that there's something there that I might want to work on. But this year I am working on at least the one that has the new shoulder pieces.
Yeah, because you've got the one, it says like the event annual, and then you've got the event overall, like forever. Like so, and then you've got 3 different achievement areas, and I forget that sometimes that you have to do different ones to get different rewards, and I'm like, oh yeah, there was this thing that I should have done, and that happens often. But you know, because I know the idiosyncrasies of the system a little bit better now. Yeah, but it's you can easily miss a bunch of stuff, that's for sure. This is fun.
The next question up, does anybody else have anything they want to add to the are you
Yes,
doing?
I do have something to add.
Okay, go for it.
Oh,
Poutine, my dog, has asked me to start petting him with the other hand now, so I am not using my mouse.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just WASDing and pressing the skills and hoping that my camera's in the right position.
excellent.
Camera seems fine, you know, as far as I can see. So again, still doing a great job.
Thank you.
See the
Top
top.
DPS, dog pets per second.
Yeah. Good job.
So
That was
good.
very quick. That was very quick.
Okay, so the next
You can go to
question
the
up
next
was,
one, yeah.
do you have a favorite game or MMORPG season event? So even outside of Guild Wars 2, is there a favorite event for a seasonal event?
The only one I could remember or think of is in Minecraft. It's not my favorite. Obviously, it's not my favorite, but in Minecraft they had
So good answer to the question so far.
for Christmas the chests turn into presents.
Oh,
And
okay.
and so I just remember like being surprised the first time I saw that happen, and you know, giving a gift to Leals, and then yeah, it's cute.
Ooh,
Fun times.
Okay.
Fun times. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what?
No, I'm thinking of mine. That's good. I love the presents. Oh no, I'm not insulting your presents. Don't worry. The presents.
That's what I'm
With a
talking.
T, or with an S. A C. Knee. What games do I like?
What other what other
events?
seasonal stuff is there?
I like playing. I like Deep Rock Galactic. It's kind of funny.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic is a game where you play a dwarf in space
Of
and you're
course.
mining.
of course, yeah. Okay, Deborah.
Alright.
And you mine, and it's really fun. It's really funny. It's first person, but it's kind of it's a little bit of a cult. It's kind of becoming a cult classic, I think, because it's been out for a
Is
bit
it becoming a
now.
cult classic, or is it just you playing it? You're the only
Oh
one
no,
doing it.
there's a lot of people that
Everyone
play it. Like it's like one of those games which you may have heard about, but not like gonna play. But when you play it, it's just really fun. There's a lot to it. Anyway, you can have there's just this whole theme. They have really fun skins, and they In the levels, they have like things like, you know, you can find little elves and you have to transport them back to your base whilst they're in. Sorry, you have to deposit the elves whilst you're also depositing all the mining stuff, and there's like presents and other things you can mine and do stuff with, and that's kind of fun. They've just got good rewards. I think at the end of the day, the best events are just the ones with the good rewards for me. I'm just like, yeah, as long as it's got a cool outfit or something, then cool. I don't know, New World. New World is pretty good actually, because you have this stuff called Gleamite, which is a resource which comes from the sky, and it's their meteors, and they come down and you can mine them, and it just looks really cool. Like in the sky, it looks really, really awesome. And then you've got like a raid boss that the whole server just tries to kill as well, which is really annoying when people have got their rewards, because it's really hard to get that done. But that's pretty cool as well. What else is there?
Take it.
You've taught me a new game.
Oh, Deep Rock Galactic is real fun, man. They've got board game of it now. They're also having one of those, what are those games called? The roguelike ones, like Vampire Survivor. What's that genre of game called?
Roguelites?
It's a roguelite, isn't it? Where you select the different bonuses you get after, you know, you hit a level, and you just go around and there's just like bullets come out of you and you destroy things. And
Yeah, I guess it's
Is it Survivor genre?
Those are definitely bullet storm games, though.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that, but they've got a version, that kind of genre of the game as well, and they're coming out with another one, so there's a bit of a following. Also, have you ever heard of the song Diggy Diggy Hole? From Yogscast.
From Yogscast.
You've never heard Diggy Diggy Hole?
Did they actually make that game?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they made that game. Yeah, I thought they started making it and then never went through with it.
Right, Brooke, you have to listen to Diggy Diggy Hole after this podcast. You have to listen to Diggy Diggy Hole.
And I'm digging a hole.
Diggy Diggy Hole, Diggy Diggy Hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy Diggy Hole, Diggy Diggy Hole.
I feel like I've actually just heard it now, though. I feel like I probably listened to the whole song.
Also, and a dwarf metal band covered it. So it's even better.
Okay, now I ask you this. What do you mean by a dwarf metal band? Please be specific.
They sing, not that they are dwarfs, but like they are like it. They sing the theme of their songs are very dwarven.
Oh,
and they dress like dwarfs.
So Scottish.
They pretend to be dwarves.
They're called Windrose. Look them up.
So when you say their themes are very dwarven, you mean their themes are very Scottish?
No. I think they are literally from like Sweden or Switzerland or something.
Okay, all right.
So they're like Nordic, like they're fairly Norse, Nordic. I don't know, but like I really want to see them. I'd love to see them.
I mean,
live.
dwarves have there's of course, we've seen more of the Scottish depiction in recent media, but I mean, there's like dwarf-esque lore throughout many different places. So, all right.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's everywhere.
I think circling back to the question of favorite seasonal events and MMOs, I do honestly think that Guild Wars 2 probably has my favorites, just because the amount of things you can do in them, and the rewards and the challenges, and they always are like a big ado, which I really like, a big to do, I guess. But there were a few in 14 that I really enjoyed. There was one year that they did a Valentine's Day event where it was like a little puzzle, but you and one other person could go in together. It was like a maze, almost like a hedge maze-y kind of thing. And it had all these different mechanics, and each of you was on one side of the maze, and you had to both like progress through the maze together and like help each other through on either side. So like you'd have to coordinate stuff and like unlock things on the other person's side and avoid whatever traps, and like then the two of you would go through this like hedge mazy thing, and you'd get to the end, and there was this like really beautiful little like photo op area and stuff and little rewards. And I thought that was such a cute little clever idea, because it kind of took this season and it gave you something to do with someone else. And it was fun to actually like just have that kind of two-player content where you were trying to coordinate that together and you were trying to navigate it, and whether you did it with a partner or a friend, it was nice, like a nice way to almost have a little I don't know, mini companionship trust game that you played, which I thought fit the theme of the season. There was also a year that they did, this was just this past year, and I thought it was a really simple thing, but I really enjoyed it, which was that for New Year's, they had, like in Japan, where you can go during New Year's and kind of get your fortune on little paper slips.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fried chicken. Okay, but yeah, continue.
No, I wish it was fried chicken. It would have been so good. No. It was, you could go and there was like a little booth and you could go with your characters and you could all get your fortune read. And it was really cute. Like it would give you little different fortunes for each day and you could go every single day and get them. Or, you know, if you got bad fortune, you could like take it and like tie it up on the little thing like you do in Japan for New Year's, to like, you know, help dispel the bad fortune. So I thought it was a little clever way to do something that wasn't too involved, but that for the first time in a while actually did make me go and do it. And I think maybe the themes there that I do like events that kind of feel like they give my character kind of an immersive angle in, but that like I can go with people and like get excited about doing some little thing that's not too difficult with other people. Like, let's all go fortunes are, we could do it in character, even we could make it a little role play, or like let's go. I like those kinds of things that open up little possibilities, where you almost have like that little story that's unfolding for the holiday. So I like those ones a lot, but most of the 14 holidays aren't like as memorable or cute or quirky. So like they're typically just the kind of like regurgitate a little thing. They've had some good ones for they have an event called The Rising in 14, which is like a celebration of when the game was rebuilt and like reborn. And every year the developers at the end of it directly talk to you. So like a character that looks like Yoshida-san will like appear and you end up in this like limbo space and he gives you like a direct message where, you know, he says like, you know, thank you so much to all of you and thank you for playing. And it's different every year. And sometimes in the past they've had like, you know, other figures that are meant to be kind of representative of other developers or things that have worked on the game who are like saying thank you for playing our game. And I know this has been a hard year, but like, you know, we've all really gotten through it together and we're so happy to have you in the game.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Is that a Christmas letter thing, or is that's an in-game thing, or?
It's an in-game thing, and it's it's before
voice
Halloween.
acted?
It's before Halloween. No, it's not voice acted, but it is like written text, and they have like cutscenes that they've animated for it. And sometimes with The Rising, they'll have little different games too. So like there was a year where they replayed an event that happened in 1.0 when the servers were being taken down for the rebuilding for 2.0, where like there were all these attacks happening on the main city of Ul'dah. And so they like did an event where you could go with friends and try to like defend the city. And that was really cool because wicked. Like we'd never seen anything like that in the game. And it was an interesting way to like let players replay an aspect of the history of the game. And then they also had one where they did like little mini arcade games that were kind of like based off of, so like it was like an old like 8-bit kind of thing, like pixel art, and you could play different little arcade games that were relevant to various little pieces of the history of the game and stuff, which was really cute. But again, they haven't done as much of that in recent years to that degree.
That makes me think, okay, so I would say really, not the Minecraft thing, but it really, Guild Wars 2, when each of the seasonal things came out for the first time, it was like I was blown away each time. I think mostly I was blown away by when Super Adventure Box came out.
Yeah.
For just as a April Fool's joke, and it's like this insane game within a game. So I would say that would be the one I was most impressed with overall. But you know, each of these festivals in game are very huge, and yes, they get repeated over the last 11 years. And so they feel like less impactful now that they come out every year. But when they first came out, it's a lot of content for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
Very good.
Definitely.
Okay.
I feel like the next question we kind of talked about and touched on, are these good, bad, meh, like these holiday events? And we kind of chatted about how we feel about it, or, you know, if we still have the momentum for it, or what we think about new rewards. But then the next ones that you had, let's see. Dungeon Rush. You wanted to talk specifically about Dungeon Rush, which was an event outside of the seasonal events that we had recently in the game.
Yes. Did that last weekend? Sunday/Monday? Well, early Monday, because I realized that it wasn't a couple of dungeons, it was 10. And that I needed to go and do that potentially. Got the cloak. No, back piece.
It's a great cape. It's a great cape.
It is a great cape. Let me show it off.
Boots has it on too.
I have it. Oh yeah, where are you? You're not with me.
Both
You're not in your party anymore.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I left. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you in Divinity's. Oh, you already have it, don't you?
I have it on the screen. You can show it off as well if you want.
Yeah, I will.
The
weird thing about it is it's got weird
tiny.
die channels. It's got every die you put on it, unless it's like Shadow Abyss and Shadow this, Shadow that, is extremely bright. Like the cape glows like there's no tomorrow if you take any die that isn't like a shadow die.
Yeah, mine's got the shadow. I've got like purple and let me have a look at yours.
There we go.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it a lot. But and I think I'll use it forever. This will be my new
It's
kit.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
What does
It's a good reward
what's
for
the
only
meaning?
having to do 10 dungeons.
What's the meaning for it though?
It doesn't mean anything, no.
It doesn't mean anything. Oh.
No.
I mean, is the cape? The cape looks like it's a map, right? It's a map.
It is a map.
It's
I would assume the different.
Is it Tyria though?
dungeon
It is
locations-
not Tyria.
Oh.
No.
Well, my guess is that it's meant to evoke like a map of the dungeons.
It's essentially my World of Enders logo. It's a fake map of a fake world.
Oh.
And
Maybe-
yeah, it's all about exploring.
Yeah. Maybe it's yeah. I don't know. I was gonna come up with something there, but
I mean, I was glad to see this event though. So I didn't partake in it just because I had other things going on. And while I did like the back piece and I wanted to get the back piece, you know, it took a little bit of time to do. Nothing that again is like impossible. It wasn't like asking folks to do something that there's no way you could ever do. Right? It was totally fine. And I even see in the chat that people were saying that the dungeon run was like a really fun way to bring people together, and that they felt like you know it was really nice to see that. And I saw too, even in our community, like in my Discord and when I was live, people were talking about like, yeah, I got together, or I found some friends, or I just joined up with an LFG, or I just went over and I found a group. And I think that was so good. Yeah, like, and super successful, because the dungeon and the dungeon content is something that like a lot of folks still really love. But of course, as we've talked about, as everybody knows, it's older content. So it's not always something that you get to see folks really actively kind of running or bringing people into. Yeah. And with some of the changes for like the dungeon currencies and otherwise, I thought that was a really smart event to kind of connect folks, give them a little something extra to do, give veteran players an opportunity to teach new players, get people some of those clears if they hadn't been through the dungeons before and wanted the story or other stuff, and give a cool cape for it. So I love that they're doing these additional non-holiday events, basically.
Yeah, would you like to see more of this type of events? Would you like to see like jumping puzzle rush, or would you like to see raid rush, strike rush, fractal rush?
Fractal rush is the thing though.
Fractal rush is a thing, more of them. You know, like I think you could do a bunch. I
think they could have done it for longer than a week. It was a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a week. It depends on how frequently they do them, right? Like if they bring them back fairly, like semi-frequently, or even if we get some iteration of them each year. And yeah, I would love to see them expand at Boots, like Strike Rush, yeah, whatever it would be. I think it would be nice. Raid Rush, I would love Raid Rush.
Map completion rush.
That's also a thing.
Map completion rush.
Yeah.
Adventure rush.
Adventure rush.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, rush to do see how many all the adventures are reset. Not reset, but like you've got as much. Yeah, that's doable actually.
I think after I've done like the top 100 or 200 for all the adventures, I think what I got to do is see how fast I could get gold, just gold, on all adventures in a row. not non seasonal adventures.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's doable because it's 87 adventures that aren't part of the seasons. It probably, I mean, you have like a time limit of like 2 minutes to get gold for all of them, essentially. So that's only like 3 hours or something like that.
You gotta get to them as well.
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
do it
not
first
so bad.
try.
You have to do it first try. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing ever goes wrong with adventures. What was the next one? I was just, it was a very rough guide, so feel free, we can go off of them as well if necessary.
Oh, off the questions and things.
More questions.
With Dungeon Rush, what could be improved, if anything, about it? So we touched on, obviously, like expanding out the types of rushes, maybe. But do you think there was anything specific to the actual event that could have been handled better, or that could make it more interesting or engaging?
Make it slightly longer and better advertising for it.
Yeah, as per usual. There was nothing. That's a good point, actually. There was nothing about it. I think it was like one mini tweet or something, or like it was something in game, maybe, but like nothing about it. There was just nothing about it at all. And it was like, okay, I guess we got in-game mails.
If you're trying to get people to like engage in older content by having these things, actually try to get people to engage in older content by telling them about it.
I mean, I got new we met a couple of new players. We even got someone into the guild that probably left by now. But like we got someone new into the guild as well, and yeah, pretty good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
I mean, I think there was a letter, right? That
yeah, there was an in-game
that comes in game.
Rush. Yeah. It's interesting because the letters are definitely a way to draw people's attention to things, and I think that folks need to read them, and sometimes they do also advertise things on the launcher.
But that's for people who log in.
Yes, true, good point, right? Like, yeah, I would like to almost see more of a polished window or information delivery system outside of even just the letters, where like as you come in or whatever, or if you've got your Wizard's Vault and you click into that, there's a little panel or something that just shows you a little bit in a slightly more eye-catching way with a graphic or something, currently active now, Dungeon Rush or something like that. But you're right, it doesn't. You're right, it doesn't address folks who aren't in the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like, there's also that element too. So like, how do you communicate to people outside of just the blog posts? I think they talked a little bit about it on social media. On Twitter, I think I saw. So yeah, it's interesting. I guess you could also try and get streamers to, do a little mini Dungeon Rush event. I know in the past, like 14 had us do a bingo card, amping up to like a release where you had to try and get all the like minions or the minis that you could collect. And so as streamers, we would have a little bingo card that we had been given a graphic for, and we could like pull it up, and we could that week with our stream, try to get all of the minis and complete the bingo card, and then like turn it in, and then we get some goodies to give away and stuff like that.
Speaking of minis, I think I have finally given up on the possibility of there being a polymock off of minigame.
They talked about it, didn't they?
Well,
on the extra live stream.
Did they?
Yeah, like they talked about it being like, they've had the idea, but it's never gonna happen. They literally talked about it during
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, they talked about during the extra live stream, they talk normally in the evening on the Friday or very early morning. Like Colin and Bobby will get onto the streams, and they talk about things if they get to different goals. This past year was very good because they talked about that again. They talk about the polymorph thing every year, but they talk about the design of the game and the ideas.
Is you can make a mobile game that ties into your account, and you have polymock characters that you could use that are based on the minis you have unlocked in the actual game.
Yeah,
and then
that would be cool. Yeah,
but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think any development time is gonna be put towards
I
it.
don't think so. Well, World of Warcraft did make Rumble, which is a mobile game, which is like tower defense, but with minis. Which is the thing. So
Gwent. There's a lot of like mini games in a game that have been converted into interesting mobile games.
Yeah, for sure. It's not impossible.
It's not.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
What else did I write? Random question.
I have a question. I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
My wife is out for dinner tonight, so what should I order for dinner?
Ooh. Choices?
Yeah, I was leaning towards either Indian or pizza.
Indian.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Is Indian food good where you are?
The Indian is not as good as where I used to be here.
Okay.
So like I might just wait until I get back to Montreal to get Indian food.
You can't really normally go wrong with pizza, honestly, in America.
It's just so much better Indian food in Montreal. It's insane. But it's not bad here. It's not bad here. But
it's
yeah,
something fried.
Good. Something fried. That's an idea.
It's something fried.
Something fried sounds good too.
I don't know. There is an Ethiopian restaurant.
Ooh,
Brindle, there is an
Ethiopian
Ethiopian restaurant I could go with.
That sounds good. That sounds good. This
Give that a
podcast
shot.
is top
This
quality.
is turning into food. No, does that answer the question? Does that help,
I'm
Boots?
hungry.
I think so. So we decided something a little curry-ish, right?
I mean, if the Indian food isn't good or it's not as good and it's just going to leave you feeling dissatisfied, then I'd say go for the pizza.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's like a curry pizza?
You can get curry
if
chicken on
you have
pizza.
a place where you can get a curry pizza, yes, do it.
Yeah.
This is
I'll look
America.
around.
I'd be very surprised if you can get that.
This is America. We're
Get
free to
on
put
DoorDash.
curry on our pizza.
No. Freedom. Okay. Just say that. Just say that to the pizza place. Say, I want freedom, which means curried chicken on my pizza.
Yeah, which means give me like a red sauce, but then just like put curry powder on it.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
freedom.
great.
Freedom to have what you want. That's right.
So in MMO specific question topics, like the ones that you put down, Jebro, I guess your last sort of question was kind of a big general one. Now that we've sorted out Boots' dinner plans, what are your holiday gaming habits? Do you spend more time with your family and less time gaming? Do you spend more time gaming because you've taken time off and only select time with your family? Do you try to maximize the time with friends or found family? Or do you play kind of solo or story-driven games while you have a bit of time to actually like sit down and get through them? Like, what is everybody's kind of holiday gaming jam like? What do you usually do?
So since I go
question,
back,
Jebro.
Thank you, Jebro. Thank you for asking that question, Jebro. I would say since I go back to Montreal and back where like the vast majority of my friends still live and my family exists, it's difficult to get time to play video games,
Right?
because you set up all your friend visits. You have to visit all your friends. You have to visit all your family. Then I go up north to like a cabin in the woods for Christmas, and there's no internet really for it. So
that sounds so good.
it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So I don't feel bad about not really having the time to play video games during the New Year's.
It's a full like kind of break for you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Nice. It does get overwhelming sometimes.
Because you get bored?
No, because there's too many people to visit and too many like obligations.
Yeah.
But it ultimately means I don't play very many video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Rick?
Yeah, about the same, honestly. It just happens that if we go visit my family and my mom, we have to drive, to a different state. And while we're there, she does not have any gaming stuff. And her house is just kind of a wasteland. So it's where fun goes to die.
Oh my God. Jesus.
You You bring your laptop, right? And then like
It's a
tune them out.
wasteland.
I don't have a laptop.
Oh, that's an
I
issue.
should get one at some point.
Yeah.
But even then, she would complain. So we pretty much just watch whatever Hallmark movies she wants to put on the TV, or we spend like 2 hours asking her what movie out of the list of 5 she would like to watch, and then she refuses to give us a straight answer, and then like
So typical Christmas then.
So you have a great time. 'Cause I feel
yeah,
like
we have a blast.
Oh, that sounds good.
do you ever tell her that when you go over to her place, you say this is where fun goes to die, or
Probably not.
No, not to her face, no. But it's not untrue. It's usually our like, this is our token family time that we have to put in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily leave a lot of other room for like us to just enjoy our time. It's just how it is. And that's fine, and I've accepted that. But like when we're up here, it's lovely and wonderful, and we're not actually too far. But with like Bebop's side of the family, it's like it is family time. So I've tried in the past to even do
put
something
away your
where.
phones.
Yes, like yeah, and it's wonderful and it's great and it's like everything the holidays should be and it's lovely and you get woken up every day by all the little nibblings running around and like banging on your door and they want to chat and play and it's great. Like it's a very heartwarming experience. But because of that, like I've tried in the past to even like go back and forth during the holiday week and schedule, like, oh, I'll do a stream this day and then I'll drive back out. And every single time everybody is always like, why are you leaving?
Yeah.
Where are you going? And my mother-in-law is like texting me the whole time, like, when are you gonna be back? And I'm like, ah. So again, it doesn't leave much time for gaming, because we're there and that's like what we're doing. I have to say though, in recent years, I have definitely wanted to have more, to try and find or carve out more time for myself during the holidays. Like that's something where I feel like probably this upcoming year in particular too, I'll be trying to look more at that, like adding some extra days on to like whatever time off where I could just play through a single player game I want to play, because I feel like that would be a good time to do it. And if Bebop can get time off or things, but as it is over the holidays, I probably do some of my least I'll probably do some of my least amount of gaming, but then of course there are like special events or we do like a subathon or we'll do a, whatever. But typically
it's probably hard to game when you're in England for the...
Yeah, I also did not do that. No, yeah, there was no gaming then either. So, but yeah, that's my long ramble. But I feel like it ends up being something where I would love to do more gaming than ever. And I'd love to have that like relaxation, but I almost need like an extra relaxation holiday post-holidays.
Yeah, I feel like the amount of gaming you do during the holidays is inversely proportional to the amount of family you're able to visit.
Yeah,
I do a shitload of gaming.
hell yeah. No, enjoy. You've been working hard. I don't know how you've been doing it, working as hard as you have, and like in a really grueling field too, where you're doing such important work, Jeb. Like, enjoy that time. You were like, I chilled for my birthday, and I was genuinely like, good for you.
It was so good. It was the most relaxing day I've had in years. I was in years. It was like no one else rely on me. I didn't have to do anything else. I didn't have to talk to anyone else. And it was my choice if I did, and I didn't feel bad. And it was great. But I do have actual vacation booked off this year for like 10 days ish. Well, it's 5 days, but then it's just the normal holiday after and before anyway. So that's quite cool. So I'm gonna play stuff. I'm gonna go and visit some bits and pieces as well. Christmas like typically has just been me for the last couple of years, on my own. So I just cook a big meal on stream. It's kind of fun. And there's a bunch of other people as well. And
what do you usually make?
Normally turkey, because it's English tradition.
You cook a full-on turkey on stream? Wow.
I mean, that's amazing, honestly.
On stream, like every year we've been doing it.
Are you gonna spatchcock it this year?
I'm not gonna cook anything.
So, oh boy. I mean, mean, I believe that, Jebro. I don't.
Well,
I don't see. If you're gonna be alone all Christmas, then I don't think you're gonna be cooking anything. But
I will be lonely. Cooking and a food. Sorry. Thank you.
But
good one. Wow, you two are on it today. Like you are like little spitfires, aren't you? It's like
spatchcocking.
I just don't like that. Like, as a phrase, like together.
Yeah. So
like,
you know how you
scary.
have to cook a turkey for like a certain amount of hours per pound.
Yeah.
So apparently, if you take a turkey and like cut its sternum and like its rib cage in half, and then you like splay it out and turn it over, it becomes it. You instead of like cooking it as like a circle, a sphere, it cooks as like a flat thing.
Oh, I see.
And so it cooks like 10 times faster.
I don't like that.
Okay, well. All right, there it is.
That's weird.
There you go.
Also, I'm going to be doing duck this year instead.
Oh,
that'll be good.
Yeah, I've got to find some ducks though. So.
Are you going to do picking à l'orange? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would just be picking. It'll probably look over the weekend, and I'll just like Thursday, Friday night. It'll be fine. Like when I've cooked every single time I've cooked it, and it's come out really well. I don't actually cook that often. Like proper
I'm impressed that you're
things.
able to cook duck just like at the drop of a hat. That's pretty impressive.
Me too. That is good.
Yeah.
Well done.
I mean, I don't know. I've never
duck
tried.
This year.
Like I've never tried it, so like I'm just gonna try.
Okay. I believe in
if
you.
I fail, I'll just order something. Like, it's not the end of the world. I can just have Chinese food or something.
That's true.
That's true. It's all good.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm gonna get like cheesecake and loads of other stuff. I get ridiculous amount of treats and stuff. Like my house has got like loads of tinsel and stuff. Like it's around my
look
pictures.
at that.
Like I probably have all the stuff. I love Christmas.
You got all the stuff. I think you can't go wrong with a cheesecake over the holidays. It's just
my birthday. I have cheesecake, and then Christmas.
I also had birthday cheesecake.
Yeah, it's my favorite dessert.
My wife was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And then I said, "I don't know." And then she said, "No, come on, I gotta do something." And she said, "I don't know. Do you want a cake?" I don't know.
You got cheesecake.
I'll make you a cake. What kind of cake do you want? And I said, I don't know, cheesecake.
She made you a cheesecake?
She made a cheesecake. It was very good.
Wow, that's awesome. I just got one from Trader Joe's.
I mean, that's
Trader Joe's has very good cheesecake.
It is good.
Like, yeah.
It is good.
Bebop does make a killer cheesecake. They made a cheesecake not too long ago, and it was very good.
Oh wow!
The thing about cheesecake is it's hard to get it like really wrong. So store-bought cheesecake is pretty much identical to home-baked cheesecake.
Oh, perfect. I made one years ago, but with Oreos. Yeah.
I'm the odd one out here. I don't like cheesecake as much as I just like pie. I just like pie, like fruit pies. And cheesecake is fine, but people like go absolutely bonkers for it, and I'm on the other side where I'm like,
because it's the best.
Okay.
What? So you're a pie lady. You like pie more than cake in general?
I like pie more than any other dessert in
people
existence.
say cheesecake is pie. That's what Rita says. I thought it was pie in America.
Where do you fall on crumbles?
Okay, I do love crumbles. They're very high up there. They're very high up there.
I feel like crumbles I like more than pies.
Interesting. Sometimes they can be better for sure.
Yeah.
It depends.
I can't do that.
Reader says cheesecake is technically a custard pie. Yeah, I don't like custard pies as much is the thing. I like fruit pies. So.
When I was a child, I loved sugar pies, which is a thing in Quebec. It's like a pecan pie without the pecans.
Yeah, it's just like the sugar gel, right? Like
pretty much. Pretty much. I love those things. And then I got worried about diabetes, so I stopped doing that.
I had one sugar pie and then I got worried about diabetes.
I was 6 years old and I got so scared about diabetes.
Yeah, they are insane sugar pies. They really are.
No, I get that.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some good food, some good desserts. It makes a big difference. It's a good time, especially over the holidays, you know.
Yeah, gaming stuff. Gaming wise, I normally do a stream on Christmas Day. So whether I play some games and do some stuff with community, or play some whatever. I stream a little bit, but I'm gonna make sure this year I do some solo gaming. So I've got my PS5 in the other room. I might actually play one of the games that I've had for a while. I've got Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a good game, which I never actually finished. Yeah.
Did you ever play Baldur's Gate in the end?
I've started it. Actually, I need to play that.
There you go. There's your holiday game.
I have many games, and there'll be a sale on, and there's also new stuff. Skull and Bones beta this weekend. I got access to that, so that will be a thing because we've been waiting to play that for a while.
Oh yeah, the Ubisoft game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I keep on seeing it advertised, but I don't know much about it.
You can actually get that via drops as well if you go over to the Twitch directory.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beta unlock. It's just beta. It's not released yet. Not till Jan.
Okay.
What else? There's loads. There's lots of stuff on Twitch you can get for free right now as well. Other games, bits and bobs. Yeah, just try and take some time to rest and have some space and for a break, even from the gaming. A couple of days of just watching TV and a walk like around here. I love America for its really loud, garish lighting of people's houses. Bloody love it. Like last night, I was just on my way home. I drove around a little bit of a longer way on my way home from work, and it was just like some of the roads are closed because there's so many people just walking around other people's neighborhoods because it's just like Disneyland. It's absolutely nuts. I was just like, what is happening around?
I don't know if it's just this year or just my neighborhood, but there's like several houses this year with blown up dinosaurs, like with gifts.
Why
dinosaurs
is it dinosaurs at Christmas?
Christmas.
There's like some Jurassic Park wild adventure thing in Seattle as well. And I'm like, you just opened this up again during Christmas? Like, what is the affiliation of dinosaurs to Christmas? And not that
I love the Christmas dino. It's so good. If we get a big blow up thing for our yard, it's gonna be a Christmas dino. That's what it's gonna be.
True. I feel it's all the millennials having the ability to Christmas decorate now, and it's just all their quirks coming out. Like we were taught as millennials that dinosaurs were supposed to be really important, but
they are. It's because they are. Because freedom.
They are, right?
No. A lot of people in the UK don't do that. They just stand outside their houses and just say "bar humbug" mostly.
They say bah humbug.
Nah, people like it in England. It's just
is that like in
classy.
France? Like in France, I was in Carcassonne once.
Carcassonne
in
Carcassonne.
Carcassonne. Okay, so it's a place in France, and it was for Bastille Day, and they had like the fireworks going on, and the fireworks were going off over the castle.
Yeah.
And there was a little kid, I want to say 8 years old, looking at these fireworks, and the kid goes, "Ooh la la!" And it was the best. It was the best thing that ever happened in my life.
Wow.
Because I actually heard someone say "ooh la la."
That was
and it was real. It was real, and it was good. And that makes me wonder if in England do they actually sometimes say "bah humbug" for realsies?
Some people do for fun, I guess. I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
Unless your name is Scrooge. Like, if you go, well, the thing is, the one thing I miss in England a lot is pantomime is a huge thing, like during Christmas. So like a pantomime of like, you know, oh god, things like Puss in Boots
the pantos. They're cool. I went to a panto in Edinburgh. It was great.
I like.
They're also very hammy.
Very hammy.
Pantos, hammy. You know what hammy means?
No.
Like over the top, hamming it up.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're meant to be. Like you've got like celebrities from like soap operas and stuff in them, and they're overly dramatic and ridiculous, but they're all fun. That's what it's supposed to be. For the kids and the adults. And
it's a good tradition, I think.
Oh yeah, it's great. I know some places in America have not that many. Not like as a bigger thing. It's been around in England for already hundreds of years, I guess. I don't know.
Should they put a Tyrion pantomime in Guild Wars 2 for Wintersday next year?
Well, they've got a puppet show in Queensdale, in the place where we're in. No, yeah, the puppet show's always on. Always on all year round.
Yeah. It's
really?
One of the neighborhoods. Yeah.
I don't think it goes. I don't think there's a puppet show area.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They should actually have it go, and then it should be updated every 6 months with up-to-date commentary on what's happening in the game.
Just get Colin and Bobby to to act in it.
In Thor Ragnarok, where Matt Damon and the other
spoil
it. The other Hemsworth do a play. They should do the puppet show.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we
have exhausted our discussion.
I will say one last thing, which is that if there was anything I would want to see them change about Wintersday and Guild Wars 2, as I look at it right now, I think it would be to streamline the currency stuff, because as I'm looking at the vendor and I see that you have to convert snowflakes into snow diamonds, and then you can buy stuff with snow diamonds, but then you can also buy stuff with karma and gold, but then I find a lot of it to just be kind of bizarrely perplexing, where I'm looking at it all, and if I was a new player, I'd be like, they want what? Okay, but this vendor doesn't need snow diamonds, so I could just get some of those for snowflakes, but then these want roll of wrapping paper, and I think it's one of those things for me where I would love to see them streamline some of the currencies and just make them as simple as humanly possible. Do you get candy cane from the bag? Candy cane is what you exchange for your rewards. Do you get snowflakes? Then snowflakes are what you exchange.
I kind of understand why they have it that way in a way, because sure, you're going to want... I mean, the gold and the karma probably isn't necessary for Wintersday rewards, but the difference between wrapping paper and snowflakes, snow diamonds, is that one is account bound and one isn't, right? So they want to be able to have rewards that are only available through things that you can't just buy with gold off the trading post. So I get why it's done that way.
It's just a lot. There's just a lot though.
It is a lot, especially this late in the game. There's just way too many currencies in general.
Yeah. There's snow diamonds, and there's karma, and then there's there's so much. So much
also, what a weird bummer it is that the plush Jorms is not an actual back piece or something that you have. That's a cute little plushy version of.
It's an accessory.
Jormag, right? But it's just an accessory. But the actual image looks really cute. Update that. Make it so that you actually have a real plush Jormag.
Yeah. You know what? 100%. Yes.
Plush Jormag might be quite cool.
Good point, Ro.
Okay, sorry, that's all. As I was just browsing, we can wrap up. We probably should. But as I was browsing, that was the final thought that I had about Wintersday, that sometimes I think not only are the activities a little overwhelming for folks with the amount of things there are, but also just the currency stuff and the vendors. You can look at it and then just kind of tune out immediately because you have no idea, and you're well, I don't comprehend what this is, so I don't.
I do that every time.
So I think that would be something that would be nice to see them address at some point.
Are these new? These are new, maybe, on this vendor I'm at. These, oh no, these are the kind of, oh no, maybe they are. This shield, I've never seen these before. Huh.
Which vendor? Oh, it's Sparkling Stone. Yeah, he's got all the new stuff.
Oh, okay. This shield is actually pretty cool.
Stone this year.
Oh, cool. I just don't mind that. That's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's cute. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shield.
Actually, I really like the Dwayna's Promise horn. I think that one's really pretty.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's actually really nice. Yeah, I like that as a warhorn for sure. Warhorn's really difficult in the game to get really decent. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Oh my god, that great sword.
Yeah, I know, right? That's pretty loud. It's definitely a Christmas specific weapon. Okay. Right, peeps. It was just a chill one this week, everyone. We are going to have one more show for the end of the year.
I'm not going to be here.
What the?
Goodbye. This is my last show forever.
No, of the year.
Of the year, yeah. For sure of the year and possibly forever. We'll see.
No. But I'd be so sad. I'd be heartbroken. No.
I'm not actually allowed to do that.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. Our contracts won't let us. They just won't let us, so.
Oh, no. That's true. So, Merry Christmas to Boots. I know you celebrate Christmas, so...
Merry Christmas to all of you.
And to... I think I can say, I think we might do a show next Friday, depending if people are here next Friday or the Friday after. I don't know which one.
Oh, I might not be here next Friday, but I can check.
We'll see which one
so Rook and I are gone, and then Kroof and
there we go.
Well, it might be because it's end of year. It might be the weekend before the New Year, so we'll see. Anyway, there will be one more. But thank you very much. If we don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a great holiday. If we do, ignore what I just said. I mean, I'll say it again. We've been the Lightbringers talking about Wintersday. Just chill. Wow, that wasn't intentional. Just chill.
Just chill. Chill Wintersday. Cold, icy. Stay frosty, everybody.
Hopefully, whatever you're doing in your holiday, there is a bit of a break. And yes, have some time for yourself. Enjoy the things. Pet a dog, pet a cat, pet a small pigeon. Or many things that you can pet. And we will see you next time. Rookery, tell us what you do, where you do it, because we didn't actually do that as an intro. I forgot about that one.
We didn't. We didn't do the last time.
Oh, that was why it was such a good start. We didn't do the intros.
My gosh. Hey everybody, I'm Rookery. You can find me on twitch.tv Rookery. That's ROOKURI. You can find me on YouTube at the same, and you can find me over on Twitter at Rookery_. I hope you have happy holidays, and just like Jebro was saying, take some time for yourself in whatever way, shape, or form, and make sure that you remember that you got to take care of you too, even during a time of the year
the
when
entire band.
Yes, you have to take care of the entirety of you too. You have to bathe them each individually. So if you have any questions, ask Boots. He's experienced in bathing other people.
I have actually sponge bathed Bono. It was an experience.
The sponge bath gives. I can't.
You could say that to me in all seriousness, and there is like a good 25% chance I would believe you. I'd be like, did Boots actually bathe Bono?
Well, because you know what, when he asks you for something, you can't say no.
Exactly, no.
I would.
That's what happened.
Well, that'd be your loss, Jebro. That'd be your loss.
It would be my last.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Think about the amazing story you'd have if you could tell people that you gave Bono a sponge bath.
Do I have a choice, over people? Because Bono is not the first choice.
I was gonna make a very terrible joke, actually.
Oh god. Okay. Well.
I'm not gonna do it now.
Okay. Well, that's the end for me of my outro.
That's the end for me. Boots. Tell us what you do. What you do it.
So a couple of weeks ago, last time we had the Lightbringers, you weren't here, Rook, but we had Astro Legend on, and Astro Legend had like the most professional intro and outro I've seen in a long time. Wow! And you just did a good one, like just as professional as Astro Legend, and I'm like, wow, you're really showing up everybody else on this podcast, and it's a damn shame.
No, I mean, thank you. I mean,
you're showing everyone up, and
it seems like it was such a surprise to you. Sometimes I can do a professional one, It's just, normally I'm just channeling the chaos that is this podcast. So.
Yeah, and I just don't care. So
Anyway, that's my outro.
Excellent. Go and food boots. Go and follow Boots on all the things. He's got lots of adventures that you should join him on. On YouTube, it is Boots playing Minecraft with his girlfriend.
Okay. Would you like to know? I think if I say this, you can guess what my bad joke was gonna be.
Okay. Oh, please, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to bathe Bono on a Monday.
Oh God. Sunday, Bloody Sunday, maybe?
Yeah, because of the Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Oh.
It's a song. It's a song title, right?
Okay. No, I got it now.
Yeah.
So good, Boots.
Oh
This
no,
is
no,
really
it was
funny.
if I had like properly, it was gonna be like the best joke ever made if
Oh,
I
for
had
sure.
probably,
No, I agree.
you know,
Not
said it full on through.
Yeah.
If I had not said it at all, yeah.
It was good. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too
terrible.
bad. Only sponges, Boots. Yes.
It's tough to say a joke if you only give the punchline and wait for someone to guess what the
That's true.
joke is.
That is different because you could be there for a while. But
Yes.
but because I'm English, I got it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because like you two are a thing. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this video. If you are on YouTube watching the Lightbringers podcast, if you are also on Spotify or other things, chuck us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed this. Massively appreciate that if you can. Do all the things. Follow the channel, twitch.tv/JebroUnity on a Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific. Not sure if we'll be here next week or the week after, but we'll be here for one of those shows, and we'll do a little bit of a cheeky roundup for Guild Wars 2 in the year of 2023 as we look forward to 2024, which is not going to be an absolute clusterfire of doom. At least in Guild Wars 2 it won't be. But, but in other places it could be. Yes, Poots, that's exactly what it is. It's gonna be fine because we're all here and we'll be with you every week of the year to give you laughs and joy. Gonna be fine.
In despair.
In despair.
No despair. Just joy.
Rick's like, oh God. And if you want, we'll start up a little donation rally and we'll try and buy an island and get as many people on it as we possibly can. And we will have.
First, can we buy that bidet that you guys said you were going to get me last
Yeah,
time?
well,
That was actually Proof. That was actually Proof.
Proof and I are gonna do it. We'll do it.
Okay, good.
My friend of mine has actually got a spare bidet who they're giving
What do you
it
mean
to
a
me
spare
for my
bidet?
Yeah, because they got one extra and they're giving it to me for my birthday and Christmas present.
That's
And
really
I'm
nice,
like,
actually.
what? Now
Is
I
it
want one.
I'm guessing it's a used bidet.
No, why would you get a used one?
Well,
That's
I'm wondering
gross,
how they have a
dude.
spare one. Like, what did they?
No,
did it fall off
they
a
got an
truck?
extra one sent through to them. I mean, maybe. I don't
Who
care as long as
knows?
it's not when they used it before me.
Proof,
Well, like,
send
to be
us a
fair, if
link.
you use a bidet in someone's house, like, someone would have used it. Like, you can't
us
just
a
have a
link.
personal one you carry around with you to different bathrooms. That would be weird.
Portable bidet.
God, send us a link to a bidet that you desire. That's not super expensive. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, then if we find a bidet that seems good and you approve it, will that work?
No, because I can't. I'm not gonna ask for this from you guys.
Let me just
too
see
bad.
if you can buy bidets secondhand. I will find.
No, we're not secondhand thing. End the podcast.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm checking now. Wait, can
Heavily
you
used.
get second-hand bidets? Probably on Facebook Marketplace. I bet you can. Use bidet?
can.
Seriously? So I'm a pallet flipper as well as my other flips. I was breaking down my last Amazon pallet and found a bidet in the original box. Oh, there's a massive story to this. Some research has shown that regular bidet use could increase your exposure to certain pathogens.
Really?
What?
From this hell.
Sorry.
It's time to go. I
It's
gotta order dinner.
bidet
I gotta feed
education
poutine.
on the Lightbringers podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also pet a pigeon. We'll see you soon. Merry Easter. Goodbye.
Okay.